But that's Real Madrid winning their fourth trophy this season. And of course, it's been an intense weekend of sport filled with so much intrigue and, of course, suspense. While Liverpool toil, Arsenal, of course, profits. Lazio lets go a 2-goal lead. Real Madrid ended the year with their fourth trophy. You just saw that. And for Dortmund, well, wrapped up the year swimming in relegation waters. Hello and welcome to Sports This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. First, the headlines. Well, it's a fair draw for the Golden Eaglets at the CAF Under-17 Championship, and Emmanuel Amunike is already focusing on getting a World Cup ticket for the Golden Eaglets, and hopefully they get to win another one again after what they did in 2013. And in the English Premier League, Brendan Rodgers is brimming with confidence and targeting top 4 finish already after Martin Skirter's injured head got Liverpool a draw at Anfield. That's something they had to celebrate because they felt they were definitely going to lose the game. They did all the toiling, and of course Arsenal reaping. Top 4 is a dream for Liverpool this season. And also on the program, Mohamed Ali is still hospitalized with pneumonia and his condition presently is stable. Fatah Salam will be joining me to discuss all these and more after this break. Good morning once again. Tayo Salam is joining me. Tayo, good morning.
Good morning, Cecilia. It's great to be here. Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah, definitely. Just 2-3 days away. Today's Monday.
Amazing. I can feel it in the air already.
Yeah, definitely. It's everywhere. And of course, most of the clubs going on break.
Well, thankfully, Cecilia, the English Premiership will remain on, unlike the other leagues, and in Europe, the Bundesliga, the Spanish league, but the English Premiership will be on. So that's a good thing for us, because I can imagine going throughout the Christmas season without anything to watch.
You will be bored,
imagine how boring that will be. So thanks to the
English Premier League. But definitely no thanks to the Bundesliga, because that will be resuming on the 30th. Wow. I think that's really a long break for them, for clubs like Borussia Dortmund, to see how they can put their house in order and compete for titles. Not just titles, see if they can at least get Europa League spots or even the Champions League spots.
Are you talking about titles?
First of all, let's start with what we have on the package. Of course, the Under-17 draw. It's a really a cool one, rather. It's a fair deal, according to the coach of the Under-17 national team, Emmanuel Amunike. Group A, you have it on your screen here, Niger Republic, Nigeria, Guinea, and Zambia. That's where Nigeria belongs. And Group B, you have Cote d'Ivoire, South Africa, Mali, and Cameroon. And that's what it looks like. And of course, the ticket is definitely a semi-finalist are guaranteed a ticket to the 2015 FIFA Under-17 World Cup to be held in October and November 8th, 2015 in Chile. So for Nigeria, Emmanuel Amunike is already saying that, well, they'll definitely pick the ticket and if possible, win it in Chile. Let's just get to listen to him. We had a telephone conversation from him. Okay, this is what you have on the under 20 level, or we'll have to take this before we take Amunike's interview. Group A, you have Senegal, Nigeria, Congo, Cote d'Ivoire. In Group B, you have Ghana, South Africa, Mali, and Zambia.
Yeah, total contrast between the two draws for Nigeria. The under-17 one, it's all right, not too difficult one on paper, but when you have a look at the under-20 draw, that's incredible. That's really that's a tight one, tough opponent across the park there. Senegal, you know, we know the antecedents when it comes to African football, although on the 20 level, they're not really the best, but I'm sure you know what to expect when you play against this West African sides like Cote d'Ivoire as well.
Yeah, and of course, we remember, was it last week when Coach Manu Garba was saying that he wants to go to the World Cup as African champion? Well, let's just see.
He has his work cut out now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Of course, the first thing is see how you can at least get out of the group, get to the semi-finals, pick a ticket for the World Cup, and from there you go. Let's listen to Monique, what he had to say concerning the draw.
We've been waiting for this draw. There was a lot of expectations.
That's the case.
And eventually we are grouped and we are zoned in Group A that involved the host country. Yeah, of course. We believe in one thing: for you to be a champion, you must play. Even if we find ourselves in Group B, we have to play. So it's left for us to work very hard, prepare ourselves psychologically, emotionally, technically, tactically to be ready. Because our objective is to go to Niger to qualify for the World Cup, which will be in Chile. What we have to do now is to evaluate our team, evaluate ourselves, evaluate the new ones that we have picked, if they have something to offer, and then start to prepare ourselves. When we are ready for friendly games, yeah, we play friendly games to test ourselves. But we can't just go into detail now and start saying we're going to play friendly games, because first of all, you have to prepare the boys for them to play friendly games.
There's no draw that is good and there's no draw that is bad. Why? Because all the 8 teams qualify to start to play in the Nations Cup. Each of the teams that qualifies, I think, is as good as winning the African Championship. So for us to make sure we prepare very well ourselves, we will not only qualify, but qualify as African champions. I don't think there's clash of interest. Why? Because we are representing the same country, Nigeria, because it all boils down on the top for the brothers two teams playing its competition. But really, if you have to go on a line of argument, all the players are my players that are scouted for. I'm brought them to the under-17, then they graduated to under-20. Ideally, they are supposed to be with me, but whenever the under-23 has its own competition, who can release them to go and play for them? Why not? Because we are representing the same country, Nigeria.
And that's coming from the coach there. Well, it definitely won't be easy when you're playing the host nation, the opening game. That's really going to be a tough one for Manu Garba.
Yeah, no doubt, Cecilia. It will be a very difficult one against Senegal. I try to compare the two, the antecedents in terms of youth football in Africa. Obviously, Nigeria is miles ahead because we've won a record about 6 times already now. The Senegalese, they've not done as well as Nigeria, but then playing in front of the home fans on the opening day of the tournament, you can expect the fans to be really in this one,
yes,
and that could have a very positive impact on their play. So Manu Garba and his team will have to be very ready for that opener against Senegal.
We just have to be ready. It's going to be March 8th, 2015. That's just next year. And of course, just like you have there on the 17th, the semi-finalists get to qualify for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in New Zealand. So it's definitely going to be a tough one for Manu Garba. Win your first game, and from there, you move on.
Yeah, it's one game at a time, Cecilia, and there's no time actually now. So I want to believe the coaches, that is Manu Garba and Emmanuel Amunike, really have an idea of what a team will look like for the tournament. The Eaglets will be playing their own first game on the 15th of February. There's no time anymore.
There's no
really.
time at
so
all.
I hope they're all ready for this very important competition, especially when the Eagles will not be representing in 2015.
Yeah, because that's where all eyes will be on the youth development. And of course, if you check, just last week, they completed 100 boys. They finished the screening, and they said these guys will go through MRI scan, and the final ones will now come out, and that's when we're going to know the players that will represent Nigeria next year for the tournament. Now, talking about youth development, Segun Odegbame, it's all about school for him, and school education, of course, sports. And the only way you can have the very best when it comes to sports, it's for you to actually put the kids in school. You want to be like Jeje Okocha, Kanu Nwankwo, Miriam Yale. All you need to do, you go to school, and after that, you can become whoever you want to be. So that when you're through with your sport, because you're not going to be in sport all through your life. It has a lifespan. By the time you're 35, 36, come on, you'll be thinking of doing something else. And if you're educated, it's when you will definitely want to need it. Let's listen to him.
All of us must take responsibility. There's general decadence. Things are just not working. We don't have the infrastructure in place. We don't have the institutions in place that will promote all these authentic developments. That's why our young people now look for shortcuts. They cheat, they falsify documents, they do all manner of things. They leave school to want to become like Kanu and JJ and all the others. And all of us are suffering from it. A few of them succeed, but the vast majority fail. So you find that our country is littered all over the place with people that have gone into sports, many of them succeeding, and who life after sports has presented a horrendous picture. It is a horror story. We've been reading about them recently in papers. These are people that, with a little bit of education, to fertilize the mind and, provide that creative side of our intellect, they could be doing well today. There is a need, an urgent need, for us to please get our children to be in school, no matter what they want to pursue.